It's been hours now since the polls closed, and WSLS 10, as I said, has been tracking the results. While many races are underway, all eyes, of course, have been on the race for governor, the most important race in most people's eyes tonight, and Ralph Northam won the Democratic nomination. The lieutenant governor defeated former Congressman Tom Perriello by a little more than a 10% margin. WSLS 10's Rob Manch tonight, live from Northam's watch party. Rob, I bet a lot of people are excited there right now.
Well, yeah, absolutely. People here in Arlington were buckled down and ready for a close race tonight, but instead, the polls were wrong and Northam was named the Democratic nominee by 9 o'clock. But just because there was a landslide victory tonight does not mean that the Democratic Party is united. Right after Northam was named the Democratic nominee, a group of anti-pipeline protesters took the stage. That's one issue that Northam never took a stand on, but his opponent, Tom Perriello, was adamantly against. Those protesters were quickly removed, and a short while later we heard from a list of Virginia politicians, including Governor McAuliffe and Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner. Finally, of course, we heard from Northam, who put out a call for unity.
This is too important an election. This is the bellwether of this country. People are looking at Virginia to see what direction we're going to go in. So I want to thank Tom Perriello and his family and his staff for running a great race. Let's give him a hand.
This election starts tonight. The whole country will be looking at Virginia in 2017, and we have the candidate for governor to say that the Trump agenda will not cross the Potomac River.
This week, Northam made an effort to distance himself as far away from Trump as possible, calling the president a, quote, narcissistic maniac. And coming up tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we're going to be covering a Democratic Party of Virginia rally at George Mason University as they call for unity for the Democratic Party. So stick with WSLS 10 as we continue to cover the race for the governor's mansion. In Arlington, Rob Manch, WSLS 10.
Thank you, Rob. Meanwhile, former Congressman Tom Perriello called Northam to concede before speaking to supporters in Falls Church. WSLS 10's Jessica Jewell is there tonight. So, Jessica, what's the mood like following Perriello's concession?
John, you know, you'd think it would be one of defeat, but that's really not the case. Of course, people are understandably disappointed, but many people tell us they're now ready to rally behind Ralph Northam. Now, a couple hundred people came out here to the State Theater tonight to support Tom Perriello. In his concession speech, Perriello said he's proud of the grassroots campaign they were able to run after being outspent by more than $3 million. He said they've been able to change the conversation and prove that people want to see more progressive ideas implemented in Virginia. Perriello says he's ready to give Ralph Northam his full, unqualified support.
I know that I'm going to wake up tomorrow ready to make sure that we make Ralph Northam the next governor of Virginia. I know that we get up tomorrow fighting for a living wage for everyone here in Virginia. I know we get up tomorrow continuing to build that firewall brick by brick against the agenda of hate and bigotry from the Trump administration.
Some people we spoke with say they're disappointed that voters went with the more establishment Democrat and that it doesn't seem like Virginia is ready for progressive action just yet. Now the message here turns to one of party unity, and we'll see that on full display tomorrow as Democrats, including both Northam and Perriello, come together to celebrate the general election ticket. Live in Falls Church, Jessica Jewell, WSLS 10.
Northam is set to face off against the Republican Ed Gillespie in November. This after the Associated Press announced Gillespie won the GOP nomination, but it wasn't very long ago. A very close race, an unexpectedly close race tonight, with a little more than a 1% difference between him and Stewart, Corey Stewart, there you see in the middle. Now, Gillespie is celebrating his win in our state's capital tonight.
Our party has chosen Ed Gillespie as our candidate for governor.
And that is former state Senate candidate Nancy Dye of Roanoke announcing Gillespie's win. He made stops in Northern Virginia and Stafford earlier today, and throughout the race, Gillespie led in fundraising and in the public polls.
We want you to know that we not only will listen to you, we will fight for you through November to win this election, and we want you to be part of our effort, and you are very welcome to join this campaign. We cannot afford 4 more years of a liberal governor in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
And when Gillespie visited Liberty University in February, he told WSLS 10 that Virginia has to get back on top of the list of best business states. He says that will involve education reform, with colleges offering degrees in fields that are hiring for good-paying jobs and skills training as well. Gillespie previously said that he will work with the Trump administration and congressional Republicans on policies that are good for the Commonwealth. Well, just moments before the Associated Press called that race, Corey Stewart came forward and told his supporters he's not conceding.
You all said that somebody who supported our president, somebody who supported President Trump, you all said that somebody who was out-financed 5 to 1. You all said that somebody who was fighting against the establishment could never win. Now, folks, I want to let you know it is too close to call. This is going into the weeds.
Stewart has been an avid supporter of President Donald Trump, which makes things even more interesting here tonight. Joining us now is our political analyst, Dr. Ed Lynch. So the first question is, where did Corey Stewart come from in this whole race? I mean, everybody thought this was Gillespie's hands down.
Well, and I think that helped Corey Stewart, because I think there were more of Gillespie supporters who, thinking it was hands down, might not have made the same effort to get to the polls. And what Corey Stewart's good showing tells us is that the Trump voters are still out there here in Virginia. They're still highly motivated. They are still angry at the Republican establishment, and they are looking for some sort of way to help support President Trump right here in Virginia.
All right, I want to come back to that in just a moment, but first of all, it is now Northam versus Gillespie in the fall. The Democrats versus, so the two guys we thought would be facing each other, by and large are. So how do you see that race shaping up?
Well, at this time, the Republicans have an enormous amount of work to do if they're going to have any chance at all in November. Northam came out of this primary much stronger than I think even he expected to. He's not going to have a lot of angry Perriello supporters who are going to abandon him. Gillespie's going to have to show a lot of energy out there. He cannot run away from Donald Trump. Like it or not, all Republicans in this country are joined to Donald Trump, so he's going to have to get those Corey Stewart voters out. Gillespie's going to have to get the Trump voters out, and he's going to have to work very hard. And I think we'll see a lot of them right here in Southwest Virginia.
All right, so I want to follow up on this whole Donald Trump thing, because earlier, during our early newscast, we talked about how President Trump would be an issue that the Democrats thought they could leverage to their advantage, because the president is not very popular, supposedly, right now, when you look at the opinion polls. And yet here comes Corey Stewart, a Trump supporter, completely out-financed, doesn't have the mechanism out there that Gillespie does, and almost wins it tonight, which shows that Trump is very, people who were with Trump are going to do very well. How does that play out in the fall?
It plays out in a very complicated sort of way for Ed Gillespie, because obviously there is a hard core of very highly motivated Trump voters, and he needs every last one of them if he's going to have a shot at winning this thing. And he's got to figure out a way to get them without alienating too many people who are unhappy or even hate the president right now, and that's going to be a very, very tough line for Gillespie to sort of try to tightrope for him to try to cross.
Okay, so this will be, for better or worse, it will become a referendum on Trump in November.
I think it will, yes. And right now the advantages are almost all on the Democrat side.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Dr. Lynch, we appreciate you joining us with your perspective. Now, I want to show you tonight in the race for Lieutenant Governor, Justin Fairfax wins the Democratic nomination. He defeated Susan Platt and Gene Rossi. On the other side, we had State Senator Jill Vogel, the Republican nominee, beating out Bryce Reeves and Glenn Davis Jr. And then back here locally, Al Bedrosian is the only incumbent who did not win in Roanoke County's Board of Supervisors primary. Phil North defeated Bedrosian with more than half of the vote in the Hollins district. And Vinton incumbent Jason Peters beat challenger Harry Grigo by more than 60%. Windsor Hills incumbent Joe McNamara won against challenger Scott Faw. The registrar's office says this is Roanoke County GOP's first primary for the supervisor seats since 2009. Now to the House of Delegates race for the 8th District. The Associated Press has declared Steve McBride the winner over Brian Keel. The 8th District represents the counties of Craig, Montgomery, Roanoke, and the city of Salem.